My name is Japhet, Indico. I'm pastoring a church called Metropolitan Christian Fellowship. And my topic for this Reformation Conference is the pursuit of the church from Matthew 28:16 to 20. Well, the topic is primarily about what the church should be in terms of Great Commission, or for fulfilling the Great Commission. Um, it is basically following through the pattern of the New Testament on how we make disciples for the glory of the triune God. And I've given 5 ways from the scripture on how we do that, like make disciples, worshiping the triune God, make disciples by baptizing people and gathering them into local churches, make disciples of all nations, make disciples by teaching them to obey what Christ commands, and make disciples to the end of the age. I think this topic is deeply important for people of all ages, especially people who are in the local church or who profess to be Christians, simply because for the last, I would say, 50 years, we have strayed away from the orthodoxy of fulfilling the Great Commission. We have dove deeper into entertaining easy believism, giving people false assurances, and even being about numbers and results, and being pragmatic in our approach and missions, as opposed to having the church that is central to how God is fulfilling His commission, His purpose for filling the earth of His glory. The young adults, perhaps they are challenged with the idea of preaching the gospel to their workmates and things like that, and they might be motivated by guilt, by social obligation, or even just compassion, but not being deeply motivated by the Great Commission is ultimately about the worship of the triune God. I think this topic brings all of us back to why do we do the Great Commission, and for what purpose are we actually doing it for? Well, I pray that the people who heard the preaching would have a fresh awe and perspective of who God is and His glory, and as well as a fresh perspective of the local church being God's means or instrument in fulfilling His mission to the world. I pray that they would have a fresh perspective of how the church is central to how God is fulfilling His purpose of filling the whole earth with His glory. And that they would see that the church is not only the means by which God fulfills His purpose, but it is also the goal with which all our discipleships are geared toward.